Hands up, this is a robbery. I need you to give $1 to $10 on Patreon right now to your cool friends at the final stop.
It's gonna take the algorithm.
The cool friends that you have at the final stop. The $1 to $10 quick. You can see the ice bath video for our 25 Patreon subscriber special. This is a robbery. Join the Patreon.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegad, live from the ever-glorious Mescal Manor. Over here on the other side of the country, looking like a fucking scared dodo bird. It's Tristan. It's live from the Rock. It's Tristan Bowling.
I'm on a rock. I'm sleeping. It's a heated rock.
Dude,
It's a heated
put
rock.
like a fucking life hack or something. Life hack. Rocks are layable. Like what is your social media presence?
Just in case, it's like kind of like the Alex Jones thing where it's like you didn't know you could bring the geese home from the park. You can take them; they're free. It's
roast
like
them up,
you
nice
could,
little truffle oil. It's great.
no, you could just have them as friends in your house. But
Yeah.
you can also go take a nap at the park, and if you look homeless enough, no one will give you any gruff.
Good thing you haven't owned a comb since 07. Over here on the side table, it's
Bottom jaw and muffin top. What up?
That's good. I can see you shaking. You had it ready to go. It's Aldo Campagna and Andrew Oriana.
What's up, babe?
What's that? What's that? What's that?
What is that?
I
What is this
can't-
new energy? What is this 20 seconds old Andrew? What the fuck?
I did my riff. You had to take it from there.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Wake
You're-
the fuck up, Andrew.
Yeah,
We're
you're-
podcasting.
You're already just a big floating head. You're wearing all black every episode. You just look like an orb. You look like an orb, but not a cool one that's thinking cool thoughts like Tristan
Andrew Orbiana.
That's going to make me roll the old sleeves up there, Tristan.
Why are you gonna start doing street magic? You fucking weirdo. What's up with
Yeah,
the
follow my finger, dipshit. Just
Yeah.
insulting. That's the kind of magician I would be. Instead of like trying to be humble and after every trick, like when you get them, just be like, "How did I do it?" I would definitely be like, "You guys are
You fucking idiot! It's right here."
You guys are dumb as fuck. You just got fooled by some guy on 7th Avenue. Give me $20, dumbass. Keep it moving."
Yeah. You're on camera, idiot, being shocked.
Yeah. What's your IG so I can tag you, dumbass? It's gonna be all over the internet.
It's going
Yeah,
viral.
I learned this from a book a 12-year-old can buy, and you're stunned.
That would be the best. Just a mean magician. Just a dickhead of a fucking.
That's
he
a
like-
sketch idea right there.
He releases a dove and he's like, "Ooh, you were wowed by a fucking bird, you
Dude,
loser."
No. The best one is
No,
that he
Patton
releases a
Oswalt.
dove. He releases a dove and then just pulls out a shotgun out of nowhere and just
Hold on, before we get crushed in the comments by people being like, "That's a fucking stolen Daniel Tosh bit." Bamboo Monkeys is original.
Let me be the comments. That's a Patton Oswalt bit, but it's so funny just because it's him talking about he was doing a show at a comedy club and he was opening for a magician who was underpaid, so he just reluctantly did his entire act, and instead of saying ta-da, and he's just said, "Here it is, 1 is 2, 2 is 1, it's 2 again, see," and then puts the next one and then and it's just like Patton Oswalt's tag. He's just like, I just watched this guy for 25 minutes hate fuck the crowd with magic.
That's good. Was that pre or post when he came after Trump so I could respect it?
Nah, it was pre-wife death.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's King of Queens, Patton. I like him.
Yeah, he was Ratatouille.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, Andrew just highlighted a thing. Tristan
Oh,
tries
man,
Haley's
I don't
peanut
wanna
butter
do
bar.
this.
What? Now, is that a
what-
sex thing or is it not a sex thing? Because I need to know. Because this could be a Patreon topic.
Yeah, no. So basically, Haley has a messy duty butt, and I got to stick my face in between it and go. That's what that sex move is. No, I'm kidding. Haley made.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm joshing, just joshing. No, Haley made these things that are like these Kodiak protein bars that are no mix cookies, which you know how good cookies are when you don't have to mix or bake them.
Yeah, when you take out
Like-
like the best parts of the cookie. Oh, these are 0 sugar non-baked cookies. You're like, oh, you took all the fun away. Oh yeah, that's a sustenance ball, Tristan.
You can put this in a shotgun and shoot it at Antifa.
Oh, that's
You
good.
can-
I'm glad they have astronaut food on Earth. That's fucking solid.
Tristan, you seen that episode of It's Always Sunny where Charlie just makes like those protein balls?
Yeah, there's a vitamin in here.
No, Tristan, eat it. Eat it, because I know you're being watched.
There's no way she's staring at me like a horror movie right now.
Yeah, bro.
It's
All right, do your best. Sell it, Tristan. Pretend it's a raspberry scone. It's good. No, it's good. Does it taste like dry
Is
beef
that-
tongue? You can tell us. She can't hear us.
Is that notes of just all the moisture being sucked out of my mouth?
Oh, he's like, I always was curious what explicitly zero trans fat
Wait,
tasted
so they're
like.
protein, like they're like for the gains or what? Like you're gonna pair it with your
Yeah,
100
they're
push-ups?
for gains. Haley is doing
I wish we had drops.
but
yeah, they're for
strictly gains. Yeah, Haley has been going into a gain. You can have the rest of this if you want.
Does your girlfriend
I'm
also
not-
eat a bunch of like bird food bullshit? Because my girl
Yeah.
just eats a bunch of fucking retarded. Like, I have to
Hey, babe, can
sometimes. Do you go shopping
Can you
with
hawk
your girl?
that out the window? I'm not gonna eat it.
That's good homeless repellent.
That's how to keep the rats away.
Dude, that'll bind up in rat stomachs and we'll kill 9 by the end of the night.
It's definitely gonna kill more rats than Cody. That's
Honestly,
for sure.
you could distract a dog at a junkyard with that. Just fucking huck it and watch a Rottweiler sprint.
No way.
Man, that is just something.
Bro, I have shit like that all the time. Like, I'll go shopping with my girl at Trader Joe's or wherever, and like sometimes she'll go shopping without me, and that's why our house ends up getting stuff like pasta that's not pasta. When it's like, oh, it's chickpea pasta. She's like, oh, it's good for you.
Oh,
I'm
that
like,
shit's
Oh,
good,
it's like what is it?
shut up,
Chickpea
idiot.
pasta's
No one
fire.
asked,
Fuck
no one
that,
asked
dude.
your ass. Yeah, fuck. Thank you.
No, I was about to say, I'm gonna load up a paintball gun full of these and hunt your ass down, Aldo. Quit saying this shit is good. You
Yeah.
come here with peach rings.
Bro, she does.
You're not full.
She does little shit like that all the time. Where she's like, oh, it's it's raw flour tortillas. What is that? Explain that to me. It's raw flour. It's
It's a
raw
nothing
flour.
burger. It's a
yeah.
fucking nothing burger, dude.
I was like, but here's the thing. I was like,
It's grass-fed, uncut, cage-free grass. It
I was-
fucking means nothing.
yeah, I was like, here's the thing. I'm a man. I need dead animal. Okay, that's part of my exist. I come from a tribe of people who run after gazelles in the
Dude.
And away from their children.
yeah. And literally, I mean, just full bore 4-4 away from any sort of seed, just right away from them.
I can't stop running, and I need fuel.
Anytime he
no.
thinks about getting tired, that child support bill racks up.
I
He's like, "I'm
can't
just
stop
gonna keep
running from both my past and towards my future. And
That is not a bad business plan. I kind of slightly understand my deadbeat dad just a little bit more.
yeah, he's like, "Why are you leaving your son behind?" It's like, I'm chasing my future.
Except he didn't.
He doesn't-
He wasn't. He stopped sprinting towards his future. I could understand that. He parked it right in front of a 7-Eleven and brought a fucking old E, and I was like, God damn.
He's on a treadmill.
Yeah.
It's like running on a
Goddamn.
treadmill outside a 24-hour fitness.
Did you see that guy? Speaking of running, did you see that guy? I don't even know if this is real, but it's some dude running a 40. He runs like a 4.9 440.
With the
like
big
a
ass. You've
4.940.
never seen that guy?
Oh, the white guy with the absolute just ridiculous ass.
So it's fake.
dude.
You know that, right?
Is that fake?
Hey, bud, you walked outside and see humans before, right?
I mean, I haven't seen pure athletes like that.
So I
but-
follow this guy. He's morphed into just a personality now that can do dumb shit like that. But he started. You've never seen that guy's come up? Andrew, pull up a video. That's not on YouTube.
Do you know what his name is?
No, but just big ass guy in paparazzi. Just pull up a still if you can. That's fine.
Oh, I think I've seen that video.
Yes.
Isn't it
We
him
are
just
just gonna
walking
get-
around with
he
like?
did a bunch of shit. There's ones where it's like him on a stretcher, and it's like a bunch of dudes in like jacked nurse. No, they're still in Secret Service outfits, and they're like carrying him
This
on a
is just
stretcher, and
porn.
his
Yeah.
ass is like fucking bouncing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we-
guess it's not
Yeah.
specific. Look up the guy, big ass guy runs a 40. It'll tell you his name. and
We're-
all that
I
shit.
We're
can't
just getting
believe
gay porn here, Daniel. This
I
is
can't
not-
believe I can't believe I got
Actually,
got
big
by
a-
that guy's pussy.
Big ass guy runs 40. Sounds like some shit you got to put in a
Yeah.
credit card.
We
for.
found the
That's not
video.
standard.
We found the video, but it's in slow motion. I don't
wanna
really know
see
what to
it.
tell you.
Well, we have a slow mo. This guy because he actually ran a 4.9.
Oh,
which
oh,
if
I
they-
got it.
Which if they gave him, you got the paparazzi.
No, I got a video. I think it's him.
Yeah, because if he ran a 4.9, that's actually moving pretty quick for like an average.
I think
person.
that's what it was.
It was. It was under 5. Yeah. This fool.
I'd hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually in slow motion.
I love this sound. This is sick.
Man.
You can
If
turn
that
it
was
off.
your everyday life, honestly, I feel like that would just make sitting more comfortable.
Bro, that guy's donked up. Well, that's what a BBL is, but it has to feel weird to sit on like a. It has to feel all weird. Do you get feeling in that? Do you still feel it? Like if you get a BBL and you get some stuff put on the inside, does it
Can I
still
get
feel?
shot with an airsoft gun?
Yeah,
And be able to feel it?
Does it still feel like normal to sit because you got like your normal ass receptacles, excuse me, on the outside, or does it feel like you're just floating on air and that's why?
Have you ever seen those like botched videos where it's like some chick just like buffering, flipping her ass implant inside of her butt, like just head over head, just doing it over and over again?
I'm
It's
so
fucked
into
up.
that bot shit. I could tell you exclusively which girl on fucking The Real Housewives that guy's married to.
Yeah, her dude, it's crazy when people are like, they're like, oh, they go to like the surgeon who's like this very tiny Indian man. And they're like, oh, what happened? And he's just like, oh, so I went to Barbados and they put cement in my tits. And then he's like,
Yeah, dude.
okay, I'll go fix it. And then he does. It's crazy. He's like, I had to.
My buddy worked on that show. Dude, he was like part of like the medical team that would like help do like the reconstructive surgeries for like the
It was
botched
another
chicks.
fat friend that just borrowed skin. Just whenever they needed skin, they're just like, we're gonna have to give this guy a whole new body. Like feed
Dimitri, get
Jerry's,
over here.
yeah, 7 more cheeseburgers and just cut off the low. They're just carving him off like fucking like shit. What's
That's such a weird
Mexican pork?
scalpel.
I was saying pollo asada.
We were way off.
Also 2 different.
No,
things.
pastor.
Yeah, that's right.
What was I gonna say? That has to be a like extreme form of body dysmorphia. Like in order to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I need to double my lip size. That's what'll make me sleep well at night. Like that's tough. That has to like
to just to like be it's crazy to think that like you're a few injections away from looking like definitely like a significant section of the women in LA. You're 2 injections away from having your lips be like, oh, you're like 2/3 of the people who live in Los Angeles.
Right,
Like those
well-
fucking like slightly puffed up lips on the corner and shit like that. Like they look crispy, like they're crispy lips,
Yeah.
like they're
because the
perky and
reality,
shit like that.
the reality of it is that shit is made for people with good bones. Like the same way that like you're watching like the models that sell workout shit. It's a jacked guy, but not only is that a jacked guy, it's a jacked guy whose dad ran fucking track at Arkansas and his mom was a Playboy model. Like he comes from good stock. You'll never be like him. You're not made from the same shit. Like all of this facial reconstruction and like the lips and the forehead and this and that, it's scientifically like them niggas in the lab know exactly what they're doing. It was designed by men for men, 1000%. Like if bros weren't like, yeah, I like blow out asses and fucking badonkadonks, like it wouldn't have happened, but it did.
Is that why Michael Jackson turned out the way he did? Because they're just like, I don't know how to put tits or an ass on this. He just needs a new face. It's like just carve around the nose. It's like when you shave your mustache and you're like,
yes,
oh, that's too far.
Exactly,
And
bro.
that's too
Because
far.
there's no female demand for male enhancement. So there's literally like 0 of it. There's like
unless you blow your face off, then you need to get your face all fixed out.
right, exactly. But but it's only meant for pretty people. You have to be nice looking. Like if you're ugly and you get fake teeth and lips and this and that, you just look like Igor. You have to be pretty already in order to
Imagine going into a plastic surgery place and someone being like, sorry, you're not pretty enough to get plastic
No,
surgery.
but that's
It's
the
like, that's
problem.
the
It's all these
issue.
It's like putting a V8 engine in a Honda Civic.
Yes, it's
And
a
like,
problem, bro. All these cave trolls are getting Botox, being like, I'm a bad bitch. And you're like, no, you're not. Your forehead was supposed to be that far back. Don't fuck with God's plans. Don't mess with.
Sometimes you just
I
gotta
like
take the
it.
L of being ugly. You know what I'm saying, Andrew? Like,
Yeah, develop a personality. Don't buy fake tits. That's a double
Look at
negative.
Andrew.
It doesn't.
Look at Andrew. He's developed so much. No Botox in that boy at all.
I'm joking, kind of, not really at all, but hopefully you guys clip that part out. Jesus juice.
Dude, what's it called? After a show, I had a lady tell me that I have nice eyebrows and was asking how often I get my eyebrows done. I was like, I've never even thought that I had, like, I constantly forget I have eyebrows.
Let me see.
I've never thought about my eyebrows.
Did you say you forget you have eyebrows?
Yeah, like subconsciously, you're
I'm
just
not
like,
gonna lie.
they're there. I'm going to forget they're there.
No, I use my eyebrows as part of my appeal. I stare at my eyebrows all day long.
I'm not gonna lie. The
Yeah,
eyebrow
you're trying to
compliment,
figure out to do the rock shit. Yeah, I see it.
No, but like the
Not
thing is,
figure out when to use it. I haven't figured out.
no, but the thing is, it immediately made me insecure about my eyebrows. Now I was like, oh fuck.
Well, you know,
are my eyebrows
she
good today?
was-
Are my
she
eyebrows
was-
good today?
She was trying to find a compliment, and that was like the 5th feature she looked at. She was like, "You have nice lid, nose, eyebrows."
I was hanging out with my
Or
dude.
she could
Speaking
be
of
like, your love handles look grippable.
dude, speaking of insecurities, I was hanging out with my buddy out here, and I was just sitting, like, we're sitting at a booth together, side by side at the stand, and I look at him, and I'm like, do you know what I just noticed? And he looked at me, he's like, my ears are really small, and I'm like, yes, they are, and he's like, it's one of my biggest insecurities. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I can't say anything about it. He's like, you want to hear another thing? And I'm like, what? And he's like, I don't know how to ride a bike. And I'm like, what? And then we just had this old, he just doesn't know how to ride a bike.
Are you talking
And,
about
like,
Peter?
Remain nameless.
Yeah.
Because I just saw a clip that he mentions that.
My girlfriend can't ride a bike either.
Why?
I don't know. She can't ride a scooter. We went to California, and I was trying to get her to ride a bird scooter, and we had a meltdown, and we had to walk
And
everywhere.
you want to reproduce with a bitch whose balance rating is 3 out of 10? That's wild.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I was looking for a mate with D1 babies in mind, Daniel. I'm not looking at
That's
it like
the
a
only
primal
reason you
animal.
look for a mate. Hi, Taylor. How you doing?
Yeah, but you can't even you're having a kid that can't even skateboard, dude. What the fuck? I mean,
that's
from one
true.
skater
Tristan,
to another. Are you
my-
kidding?
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
a good
that's
point.
that's tough.
My kid's not going to be some loser hitting 50-50s only, dude. I need to. You're right. You're right.
I was about to say, I'm like, you're gonna have some kid just doing like that thing with the ollie where his board goes up way too high and then slaps back down.
the heel part, the little back part, just touches the fucking
Yeah,
pavement.
the
Comes
board
right
goes
back.
like this. The board goes like this.
And you know the
no,
annoying
no,
part is
no.
he's wildly confident about it because he's still all those kids. He's like, Dad, watch me, watch me. He just fucking looks back at you with a jaw that's touching the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
No, that's why. That's why. I
And
dated
then he
girl
calls
with
you a
with an
new
overbite to
future
balance
word
it
that
out.
means Down syndrome and skateboards away.
Aldo, can I get another beer? in the
New
USA?
future word.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pull up the old list. This is good. This is fun, bro. Whenever Tristan puts his fucking leg up like a girl who's waiting for a text back from her boyfriend.
I just want Anthony to message me back.
I sucked his dick the other night, and I want to know if it meant something. That's what you're sitting like.
I didn't suck his dick.
Just kissed
He
it.
fingered me at the bar. He fingered me at the bar, but he went through the back of my pants, so he really had to get in there. It was determination. Can you imagine fingering a girl
That's so
from underneath?
From
Just
under- wait,
digging
from
for
under what?
gold in
From the
there.
back.
I was saying he fingered me from the back of my pants, so he had to really get in there.
Wait, if you went from the universe from the back,
No, I'm saying
Not
if
with
you're
pants
at
on.
a bar, and you have pants on, fingering a girl from the back of her pants through her asshole and underneath is a fucking wild move. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's a fucking crazy thing to do.
just be like, babe, undo your belt. And she just fucking slides it off.
Hey, babe, you wanna make some room for your big guy back here?
You're like, babe, stand directly shoulder to shoulder with me for the best optimal angle.
I'm gonna look like at best I'm picking a wedgie, at worst I'm digging in your asshole.
Babe, let's both look like we're really interested in this 49ers highlight so I can get fucking
Yeah.
knuckles.
And imagine
So
having
your
to
boy
do the
can
thing.
go to work.
Imagine you have to do the thing where you're sitting there and your shoulder drops because you really have to get in. Where you're just sitting there, just nonchalantly, and then you're just like, and there it is.
You go to work on Monday, bros are like, dude, why do you have a rug burn on your forearm? Your bar got pretty lit.
Not
on
rug,
Saturday."
denim, sir.
You have to
That's a
dislocate
denim
your
burn.
shoulder to hit the
Yeah.
right angle.
Oh, I threw my back out. You're like, doing what, dude? Reaching first base. Man.
Yeah. She turned to the left too hard and broke my ring finger. It was wild.
Ew, that's gross. That's gross.
That's so funny.
That's
Oh,
tough.
man.
This is episode 69. This is what episode 69 is. For.
Oh, we gotta be sexy.
Are you
yeah.
pro or anti 69 as a
I
whole?
thought you were gonna say abortion.
No. I want to like you still.
We know where
are
he
you
stands.
Yeah. Are you? I want to like you still. Are you pro or anti 69?
Pro or anti 69.
Yeah. Female oriented
Yeah.
69 because male oriented 69 is aggressive as fuck.
That's a Segura
Dude.
bit, Donnie. Like, can you imagine just having my thighs in your face, dude? That's nuts.
It's aggressive. It's not an all the time deal.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's a never the time
69 is designed to be a 50-50 thing. Male oriented 69 is a 90-10 at best.
It's a sexual murder.
I want to do a standing 69, but Haley picks me up.
Tristan, that's how I thought you had sex already. So that's pretty on. Just
Yeah.
your legs going.
It's just Hey, dude, and then she just power bombs me and plants me shoulders flush with the ground.
Like the tombstone pile drivers you into the ground.
yeah,
She rolls her eyes in the back of her head. And just goes.
just dong. She
That's great.
fucking pulls away on a chopper with
Honestly,
chains attached to it.
That sounds like something Tristan would be into, like getting buried alive right after.
Yeah, I kind of thought you guys were already kind of having. If you had sex to the Undertaker's intro music, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, every time I'm coming, I make her say he's here. He's here. He's here.
All right, here we go. Here's something fun. If you could have one person commentate your the best cheeks you're ever gonna provide, the best dick you're ever gonna provide.
Wait, yeah, whoa.
If you could have one person commentate that, who would it be?
Fuck. Oh man, I just had his name.
Someone write that on a card. That's a fucking sweet question.
Commentate my sex.
Yep.
Let me make sure. Yep, Sam Elliott.
Ooh.
He just being like, let me tell you something, partner. When you're making love to a special lady, you gotta lay her down and treat her like such. Nothing before in my life or yours have you ever seen someone as beautiful and as shining as her. Now lay her down in the dirt and plow her. Plow her like the fields.
Tristan, the discount dick.
I'm going Trump
Who?
You're going
to
Trump.
commentate my.
I can't.
Daniel,
do it.
Tristan, help me out. Commentate.
Yeah. He's doing well. I really like the way he fucks. He does well. He does well. He strikes pussy with power and intimidation. That's what I like about him.
He's got a great dick.
What I like, he has a great dick, fantastic balls. I've never seen better balls. A lot of people compliment the penis. I love the balls on this man. I'll tell you what. Not only metaphorical balls, like come to think of it, I love his taint as well. That was a loose Trump. I can get it better.
I don't know. I'd want to have someone.
You know for a fact you're doing Warburton.
No, because I don't want to. That's fucking.
That's hack, dude.
That's hack. What is he doing? He's looking at her feet. Okay.
That's hack, dude.
All right.
That's hack.
Just, Jesus. He's putting it in their ass.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit. There's a whole other black guy. This thing's a tricycle.
Oh my God, he's like 3 in there.
Is, tell me, is that warmed up or soft? Oh, that's soft. Jesus.
It's stupid. Is Warburton your answer?
No, but Andrew wanted to hear me do Warburton commentating sex, and it was all right. No, I don't know. Probably someone fun. Like
John Madden. Tristan, go.
Stop.
No, like
What is this? What is this? Adam J. No more prepared bits.
Oh, please buy the
don't know.
Patreon.
What about,
That's such a fun episode. That was so fun.
What about like a Bruce
I'll give
Buck-
everyone on the Patreon $1 if we can never go and have Adam J. on the podcast again.
This is a
That's
public
what I
dog.
would
Oh,
like.
we gotta have him back.
Good. Let the masses hear it.
Let's have him on for the $10
Tristan
level.
came in so spicy. Tristan came in so spicy.
Yeah, I got
You
a phone
should have
call.
seen my rough draft for my username.
You got a phone call.
I got a phone call.
the fuck, nigga, we're business partners. I didn't get a phone call.
Let me guess.
You've
Was
been
it like
doing a lot of phone calls without me, so I thought you know.
Yeah, ask Taylor how many she gets.
Everyone's
I call
running
Taylor
a whole
all the
side
time.
business around my. Okay, all right.
Don't even mention the group
I
chat,
call
dude.
Taylor all the time.
Everyone's talking. There's a whole bunch of like fucking B and C and D plots.
Yeah, even Brody's in it.
Dude, dude, the me, Richie, and Taylor group chat is wild.
The me, Jeff Morrell, and Zayd group chat is kicked off.
The original. Bro, we're about
I
to
just
go.
text William Montgomery private.
We're about to go to the Renaissance Festival this weekend. Which you guys, this is the first time I'm telling you guys on this live on here. We're doing a podcast at call time 6 a.m.
Honestly, I'm not sleeping.
Sick.
I'm just gonna show up.
It's
so
9 a.m. It's
3
9 a.m.
a.m.
for you.
I was about to say, if I'm doing the math wrong, which I was, I'm like 3 a.m. my
You
time.
subtracted 6 hours. That doesn't make sense. You're an idiot. Yeah, it's definitely 9 a.m. for you, which is a reasonable time to be up and moving.
Why?
I'm just pulling on all
Why?
nighter.
Because we're going to the Renaissance Festival, and Brody. This is all your boy Brody's fault. We should call him live on air.
I'll call him.
Wait. Oh, my phone. Fuck. All right, that's fine. Yeah. Put him on. We'll call Brody.
Brody won't
He
be
need-
able to hear me though.
Yeah. Leave it. It's fine. Yeah, he wants to be there at 9:30 so that we can be drinking in the parking lot. Or he wants to be there at 9. I have to
Why?
be at
I was
his
about
house.
to say, I'm like, the cannons don't go off until like. I'm like, I used to
There's
fuck.
cannons to start it?
Yeah, and to
Yeah, 9
end it,
o'clock.
and you shouldn't be there to see either.
Well, no, Brody.
You-
Okay, so we had a conversation in the car. All right, so I was driving home from work today, and I called Brody. I was like, "What's the plan?"
I'm
for
kind of
this?
hungry, and this is the only thing that's left, and now I gotta eat it out of just.
Make sure you swallow
Survival.
good first. Coat your throat. I don't know how far away you live from an emergency department.
I also like it's a tiny ball, and he's taking like chipmunk bites out of it. He's like,
Dude,
I
it's
really
like
don't want to
fucking-
eat
it's
this
like,
thing.
It's like drywall.
That's how my girl knows I don't like some shit sometimes. Because most of the time I just open my mouth up and just suck in like a vacuum. But if she ever sees me like taking small bites, she's like, "You don't like that, do you?" Like, it's okay. It's cool. It's all right.
I'm hungry.
I mean,
When
no one
you're
asked-
like decompartmentalizing every bite, and you're just like, "What's the pros and cons of this
Yeah.
one?"
I
And,
really like the
me-
chili flakes in this one. She's like, "You added those." You're like, "Yeah. They're pretty tasty."
I like that part.
Yeah, but the Renaissance Festival, Brody wants to get there at fucking early as hell. Started the Renaissance Festival, and I didn't even realize last year when we went, we did get there. You got there late.
I
but-
got there at like 3.
Yeah, you got there
4.
late, but we did get there at the beginning of the day almost, and we stayed until the joust at the end of the day.
We
at
were the
like-
last ones to leave.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock.
It was
So
an empty parking lot.
It is an all-day thing, and I'm going to Plano the next week, and Andrew is too. So
Are
we-
you guys?
I have a
are you
show,
guys
like,
going
an hour after
for the entirety of the Renaissance Day?
yes, the whole day.
You are going to get so fucking bored so fucking quickly.
Tristan, I don't know if you know this. We did it last year, and they have praise the glorious tipper. Fucking
Big
every
tipper.
big huge tipper. Glorious.
Yeah, I know. What do you mean? I worked there. Of
I
course
know.
I know.
So you know you can get a beer every 5 steps. I don't know if you know me or not. I can entertain myself for a while if I can get a beer every
I'm
5
going to be
steps.
bored as shit. I can't drink that much. I have a show like an hour after that.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking for your knees though. You already got enough to keep up.
I'll meet you there
I
at
think-
4:30.
Isn't Chase Harder doing the insult thing? He can go throw tomatoes at him. What? Why'd you pause so hard?
I didn't say anything.
Damn.
Exactly.
Pause so hard, motherfuckers want to find me.
Motherfuckers gotta find.
Why everyone got oddly tense when I said that?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Because Daniel said, I'm going to be homophobic with a tomato.
Yeah, dude.
And then...
Nah, because I'm gonna go put my childhood to use against the gay niggas.
yeah.
Daniel's gonna be doing.
So
his,
what
Daniel's,
I said.
dude. Daniel's
So
gonna
exactly
bring out,
what I said.
You're gonna pull up with your fucking arm sleeve and everything, dude.
Just a towel. I have a whole fucking head
Yeah.
towel. I'm just wiping my shit backwards, hat full.
You do the 3-step drop.
Yeah.
This one's for America.
fucking lick my hands and shit. That's dumb. Last year, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. Let me tell you, throwing a football and throwing a tomato are different because I also had beef with the nigga who was in the tomato, thing last year. And let me tell you, bro, I put every ounce of throwing a football I could put into these fucking vegetables.
Because it's
They don't
slices,
fiber,
right?
man.
Huh?
It's
I'll let
slices,
you
right?
know.
Yeah, it was not.
Yeah.
It
You
wasn't
slice
good.
them into thirds.
It's more like throwing a. Yeah, it's just a thing. It's just an object. There's no like flight path. There's no.
It's
like,
a wet
thing.
It's a wet paper towel.
Yeah, it's tough, and you just gotta hope
But-
it fucking hits the guy.
The thing is, you do that because when you get them and you're cutting them up in the morning, they're like noticeably hard as fuck. So it's like
Well, that's
each-
what makes it worse. Is I fucking talked to the guy who was in it last year, and he goes, "Dude, actually, there were a couple kids who come back, like these 12-year-old baseball players who like threw it and it hit my face, and it like really fucking hurts. So now I'm coming up, I'm like, yeah, it fucking does."
No, I would like to see. I would like to see increasingly throughout the day. You just like if we could track each time you went to the archery booth and how many beers deep you're in.
Do you know
and
what
just,
would
like,
be? Do you know what would be?
how
fun?
far it strayed from the center and like started either hitting the ground or like started aiming towards someone else.
Well, because you're not drinking, we could kind of, with less effort, less production, obviously less return, but we could.
Fuck me.
We could mimic. No, it literally just takes your phone. We could mimic the, drinks around Epcot. So, and it'll be a fun. We'll get Brody and on it, whoever wants to be on it. But we'll take a story, post every drink on the final stop. So get it on your phone. But we'll make it to where we'll post every beer or drink or mead or whatever. Maybe we'll get a couple glorious
Mead?
tippers on the whole thing.
Mead is like beer with pulp. It's kind of gross.
Mead's lit. You suck.
All right, that's fair.
I've never had.
Get
mead.
that on. I want that on a T-shirt. Mead's lit. You suck.
We do a
Yeah.
video every drink for Daniel, every fucking turkey leg for me.
Yeah,
Who hits the ground first?
you just OD on sodium.
No, but I think that would be fun to track the drinks. Just every
Yeah.
drink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and just a little like whether it's a boomerang in the first 4 or 5, and then the last 4 or 5 is full videos of me being like, "Here's the problem with the state of America today."
Yeah,
We're back in the land where things are good for us.
I like this. Yeah, God, this guy's jousting. You have a problem with the guy? You go, bro, saddle
yeah.
up.
I
I'm gonna fucking
like
stick you."
this time period. Obviously, I'm walking around so edited rules, but
I'm obviously on a modded server in this realm.
yeah, yeah. But I'm having a good time.
I'm having a black bro. There's horses. This guy's fucking blowing glass.
There's a fucking bigger dragon. Are you shitting me?
That's right.
I walked
bigger
in.
dragon?
I was like, what are the chances there's even a dragon at all here? And then I turned the corner. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's a bigger
Dude, I
dragon.
remember when I worked there and like I had my free time and shit. I would just walk through shit and I
Oh,
walk
in the
through
ye
like
old
the,
town when you got off
Yeah.
of work.
Yeah, no, it was like during my lunch break. I would just like walk through the village and shit.
When you
and
and
like
the carnies would go do coke in the parking lot.
I wish I was invited. No, but
Sorry,
it was like
masculine.
I was.
Keep going.
They have no, it's gravity bong hits in the back, and those ruled. No, but fucking, I was walking through. It was like the Museum of Torture, and it was like so funny just because like it just like the family that was behind me is they're just like, oh, that's pretty gnarly, and it's like, this is the cage where we put the rats that eat your dick, and they're like, all right, we should get out of the
Imagine the
cage.
Museum of Cock and Ball Torture.
Yeah. CBT, the CBT museum, that's a shed in the back. That's not. You have to get
Tristan,
special
I know
tickets to that.
I know there's been points in your life where you've struggled to fit in. You probably felt out of place. Being the way you are and dressing the way you do and literally working at the Renaissance Festival, being inside of the Museum of Cock and Ball Tortures, probably the most, I mean, you felt the most communal you've ever felt in your life.
Oh, I was handing
Niggas
out.
ask you if your work there is confident as if you were wearing a red polo.
I was showing
at Target.
people the gift shop. I was pointing people to water fountains. I was showing everyone where the restrooms were. I was being communal. I walked in, I said, mi casa, you casa.
And they go,
Si
excuse
casa,
me, sir,
su
with
casa.
no hesitation. Just look at you. Hey, excuse me, sir, do you know?
I was doing the Disney two-finger point for everyone. I was like, excuse me, we can guide you right around to the left-hand side. You can see the nice cock and ball torture exhibit. And if you want to hook a right, there's the gift shop. You can buy a miniature cock and ball torture snow globe. That is very fun.
What would be your outfit to get tomatoes flung at you? Did you have to dress up as like a land pirate?
Yeah, I was land pirated up. I had my I think Andrew's seen my genie pants that I used to wear. Yeah, I had like these
He brought Francois to life, if that's what you were wondering.
What are genie pants? You can't just say that. You'd be like, yeah,
They're like-
the genie pants.
they're like sweatpants, but like they're super baggy, but they have like elasticity on the like cuffs and around here, so it looks like a pirate. Like I'm a genie in my puffy pants, and then I was wearing my boots, and
The
then
basic-
like this like black lace lace up top thing, and then just like a headband, and then I'd put like black and white striped face paint on, and I'd make fun of people.
You'd be like, all right, Dad, I'm out to chase a dream. Arr. Just fucking walk out the door.
Yeah, I would crush a tall boy on my way to work at 7 a.m, and then I would go be a pirate because I was a pirate. So I felt
I would crush a tall boy on my way
Shout
to
out
work.
Road Sodies, dog.
At 7 a.m.
Shout out the Road Sody.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
QT has them for a reason at that time
There was a time where it was
because
like
I'm
that.
getting off work of me doing my late night shift, or that's just what I'm telling the cashier so they don't fucking judge me. So yeah.
I was just about to ask you that. Did you, when you were buying shit at 7 a.m., did you walk in and like throw them an excuse, or were you just put it on the counter? You're like, that's all.
Oh,
I
do
don't
you know
need
how
a
many
bag.
like?
No thanks. I'll just take it and walk right out.
If you can
Dude,
open
like-
it for me right now, that'd be sick.
Like 9:45, I'm like, oh, my buddy's having a birthday party. It's like, yeah, every week,
On a Wednesday?
It's still 9:45.
every week on a Saturday, your buddy's having a birthday party.
I'll do. Can I
It's
get,
like-
one more, please.
And then I would say bye, and then they would be like, all right, I'll see you when you go leave for your podcast. And I'm like, oh, you.
I also like how Daniel's judging you. He's on his 4th beer.
Bro, a couple niggas. What did I tell you?
Hey, yo, Taylor. He on his 4th now. I know you listening out there.
I can't bring this guy anywhere.
This guy's fucking.
You rat bastard.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm snitching, baby.
What the
I was
hell?
about to say, Aldo just snitches for snitching's sake.
I'll tell your girlfriend you agree with occasionally a couple of my Republican statements, and that'll cause some heat.
Bro, she's a white girl. You think her dad didn't beat her with that?
No, just tell her how many Jeters he smokes on a weekly basis.
You think I have that money for Jeters, bro? No, we're smoking mid all week.
Yeah, I got tough. I don't know what's allowed to get out or not for you.
Listen, Andrew.
don't know what's
Listen,
up or
here's the
down.
thing. Andrew did
I
his
don't know
first
who-
feature weekend.
I don't know who's afraid of more, Nicole or his mother.
My mother. My mother.
Who's Nicole? She sounds hot.
She's a 17-year-old girl.
Nigga, she can't be 17 for 3 years.
That's just what I say to get you weirdos away from her.
I was about to say, I'm like, she's been 17 for a while there, pal.
And you've been over 18 for
I just
even
like to
longer.
imagine she is. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's creepier the longer you keep that going. You're just like, I'm fucking this child.
I'm gonna be 24 years old and be like, yeah, my high school girlfriend's crazy, dude.
It's a badass 17-year-old. Waiting
Well,
for
we
me.
met in high school. She's like old now.
Yeah, this badass 17-year-old and my mom are waiting for me to finish this corny ass joke.
They're in the car waiting.
All right.
All those 25 still trying to get into proms.
No, my girlfriend's a senior here. I swear to God.
He's just 21
You know
jump
you can be
streeting.
20. You can be 20 and go
Yeah.
to a prom
Yeah.
legally.
Yeah, if you have Down syndrome, they don't let normal people in there.
No,
Christ.
They
no,
don't
not
let
if
the
like
good
you're.
guys inside. You can't go.
No,
you
not
can't go in
not
there.
like I'm saying. If there is a super cool dude out there who just like I met you at 18 exactly, and I'm 20. Let's go to fucking prom.
If that also
Like-
super cool guy is holding a stuffed animal and like Superman, like yeah, that guy.
Or maybe he's been in a coma for 4 years, and it's a triumph that he's there.
Maybe it was self-induced. Yeah, for sure. That guy can shuffle inside. That guy can.
A self-induced sad coma. That's fun.
Join the
Yeah, dude.
Patreon. God damn it. I had like 8 more tags that I can't put on top of what we were just talking about.
It's a public. You got to be public, courteous.
And don't
gotta wear it.
no one stop the fucking recording so we can record the Patreon plug at the end. Remember that. All right.
Well,
I'm
Andrew,
wearing
wanna-
my best black shirt.
Aldo has something that he's been waiting to end this bitch on, and I told him like 9 niggas are watching the back half of this.
No, I know, but Andrew wanted to talk about his feature weekend first because he had some cool shit that we were holding off on.
Yeah, I tried to tell you earlier, and you yelled at me. I was like, "We'll talk about it on the podcast," and it's like, "All right, well."
Well, tell us, boy.
What is it yelled? Yeah, we do a thing. Why is that my fault for being like, don't blow the fucking
Because
bullets
you
before we
yelled.
get on here?
Because
No,
you yelled.
First of all, I never yell. Okay, I talk stern and passionate. First
Yeah.
of all, I never yell. I talk stern and passionate.
He's an asshole, not
this
a
isn't
dick.
couples therapy. You can cut their shit.
Yeah.
You yell. You
I
piece
never
of fucking
yell.
shit.
Just sometimes it's hard for me to get my point across
Wait, what's
because
that,
something's in
Daniel?
your
Sometimes
fucking
I'm
ears.
so right, it's egregious if I don't say it louder.
So you want a 5th beer, Daniel? Okay, I'll go get that.
No,
for you.
although there's not even one of those in the fridge. I wondered how many throws it was going to take to get you to open the door.
It is a surprise guest.
No, we're not. We're not.
Look at him, Taylor, in shambles. Look at all those beers.
I was just joking.
Look at the
Taylor,
mass
goddamn-
grave
Taylor,
of
goddamn, get the
Coronas
fuck
he has
out.
in front of him.
I don't yell
Throw
I don't
something.
yell. I talk
Taylor,
passionately.
throw something.
with my hands.
Fuck. Just whip. Fuck. I love you. I'm kidding. I can't. Okay, hold on. I can't.
What'd
can't
you say?
I can't describe. I can't describe the context of this too much. But we were literally having a disagreement the other day, and you know how it is. Like females have a fun thing where like they can get a little bit more emotional, and you have to kind of go with it, or you're a dickhead as a guy. I thought I had a solid point. I got it out, and she's like, a little emotional. I was like, God damn it. I crushed, and it doesn't even matter.
Did you say that?
Yeah, out loud. Yeah, out loud. Like, right away. Like, I got my point out. I was like, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, duh. And she was like, I was like, God damn it. I crushed, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Now that's a whole new thing that matters. Is using.
Oh.
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, I went from being like, I have the high ground, Anakin, to like, I was just a paraplegic.
Dude, so-
You're the dude
My
getting burned
boat
on the
is
floor.
sinking, Anakin.
So you pulled the offstage equivalent of I thought that was funny.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like where you go, like a heckler like yells out, and you're like, "You dummy," and then you go too hard on them and lose.
Here's
the
your
crowd. You're
equivalent
like,
of
"No."
at the end of it going, I don't know.
I was like, "Fuck."
New bit. Thought I would try it.
I would try it.
Yeah.
I was
Nope.
like, yes.
All right.
Sometimes I have a problem saying things that should stay on the inside that end up coming out on the outside, and they're not. It's like a naked crab. It's a soft shell. There's nothing out there to protect.
Oh, speaking of crab, did y'all see the new Little Mermaid? The new Little Mermaid trailer?
Okay, that's a way left turn from where I thought you were going to go with that.
Yeah, no.
You guys know crabs? I
Sebastian-
have it. That's how I
No,
thought you were gonna
no.
go, dude.
I was like, y'all bringing some street meat? All right. Okay. Okay.
That's a homeless person we have
Couple of
sex with.
kebabs in the studio. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's going. Obviously, they're dirty kebabs because there's crabs. But
No. No, I was saying no, they did the live action trailer for Little Mermaid, and it sucks that I forgot, like, if you think about Sebastian the Crab, what do you think? Like a face? Then I forgot that, like, damn, crabs really don't have faces. Because Sebastian the Crab in this, like, live action, it's just like a crab just walking up, just being like, "What are you doing there, yo?" And it's like, that's just a crab. Like, come on.
It's literally just a sea hot pocket with fucking
it's just like sitting there
with fish
just
sticks
like,
on the end.
with like little like tendrils, and like that's its mouth moving, and it's like it's gonna be like under the sea, and it's like, dude, your mouth is like literally like four like fingers that just kind of go.
Well, you know that
It
goes a
just-
lobster, right?
No, it's Sebastian the Crab. He's always been a crab.
Pull up Sebastian.
I'm pretty sure he's a.
But he looks like a lobster. They call that. Then the guy identifies as a crab, but he know he got a dick.
What? It's not like, no. You think crabs and lobsters are
He
like
is a
the
crab.
deer in? You think they're like the deer in like fucking elk?
No.
Holy shit! I also just found out it's like it says he's a crab, and it also says full name is Horatio Thelonious Ignatius Crustaceous Sebastian.
He's black as fuck. Keep going. Yeah, hold on. Pull up a picture of Sebastian. Under the sea.
Under the sea,
Under the sea.
everything's better down where it's wetter, and that's why it's hotter under the water.
That's a lobster.
But
Thank you.
yeah,
Why do we have the
That's
same
a crab.
facial structure?
Okay, it's a crab, but that's yeah. He does.
that's a crab.
He looks like me.
Man,
He does kind of look like you.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had a crazy underbite. You look like you talk with no teeth.
If you fucked a cockroach, that'd be you, Aldo.
Well, they call them the cockroaches of the sea.
Sebastian live action.
Sebastian live action. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's
come
played by
on.
that guy. Oh, bro, that guy's gonna age out just in time for me to. Slide
Oh, it's
right.
David Diggs.
Oh, you like him though. Oh, but you like
No.
him. Oh,
It's the guy-
It's David Diggs. Oh, shut
No,
the
I was
fuck
just
up,
wondering
bitch.
who it was, but I'm saying that's not like a fun face.
Yeah,
It's like
apparently
you
that
can't
is
do
the
the-
live action version right here.
Bro,
Yeah,
that
it's just
sucks
like a little
dick.
guy just being like, "What the fuck? I'm a crab who can talk." Like he looks so scared.
Under the sea, I look too real. It don't sell tickets.
I look
It's
surreal. This is fucked up. Someone kill me. Oh my god.
They're gonna Sonic the Hedgehog him, where they put it out
Yeah.
and everyone's like, no, absolutely not.
They should
Do it
replace
again.
Sebastian the Crab with Sonic the Hedgehog as the new. I'm starting a
Well, no, that's-
GoFundMe.
That's the shitty part about the internet. Is it used to be you just put stuff out and it lived for what it is. It either sucked or it was good. It is what it is. Now it's like the studios kind of do a little. They're like, all right, let's get a little feel for it. Let's put it out. And then like sometimes everyone's like, whoa, this is gonna be awesome. Avatar 2. And then sometimes you put out Sonic the Hedgehog and people are like, this looks like he has Down syndrome. Next.
This looks like a Chris Chan
Yeah.
drawing. Next.
Yeah. I know you just made a whole movie, but do it again.
Do it
with a
over.
character I like.
Dude, all those
Yeah, they
animators
did.
those animators that are not making shit doing the whole movie another time. It's
And
like,
they
fuck.
did, bro. They literally were like, we're going to lose money. If we put this out, they told us we're going to lose money. We have to do it again. Which
We
is
have
nuts.
to appease the autistic kids who are unfortunately 100% of our fan base.
Could you imagine if that's what
So-
stand up turns into? Where it's like you put out, because like dudes always put out little teasers. Like Bert just put out his teaser for Razzle Dazzle before it came out. Could you imagine if you get to a point where it's like engagement gets so like you can predict so easily how much money you're going to make based off engagement. You put out a clip and it's like, yeah, they ain't fucking with that. Run it back. I thought that was like the high heat. No, sir. Let's go re-record this.
I mean, I think you'd put it out just because you could definitely, if you have it already recorded to the point where you're able to put out a trailer for it, you have all the footage and you've already done it. So it's a lot. Like, I would definitely put it out and then just be like, okay, so I made $14 from that and I spent a good 30 grand. So at least I made the $14 and I'll take it to the drawing board and see what works next time.
Well, it's also a thing where it's
But-
like stand up. You have the opportunity to perform that set at least like 1,000 times before you release a special
Yeah,
too.
that's why movies would be scary. You're just like in a room by yourself or by yourself, like with your team, but being like, okay,
This gonna hit. This is gonna hit.
And you do run it a little bit, but like you don't run it on the scale. Like if you're making a major motion picture, wow, that's surprised I got that out. If you're making a major motion picture, they run it through like test screenings and whatnot. But like that's still not when you put it out.
Yeah, but they still already filmed the scenes. That's why you get to have reshoots and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can reshoot and move stuff around like enough, but like it's you can kind of run it through some test screenings or whatnot. But like it's when you put it out, you're like, I don't. It's
yeah, but you don't get the chance to be like, oh, I thought of a new scene. Let's run it by a few audiences.
No, which is at least in comedy, it's everyone looking at each other, being like, yeah, we ran this show like 200 times. I know it's good.
Do you think someone was like, hey, they're just like, before what's the name of the movie? Brokeback Mountain was an action comedy, and before I got my hands on it, now it's gay stuff. Like it's just some dude just being like, I saw how the audience reacted to it. I got a feeling in my loins, needed more gay stuff, and vada boom, baby.
Here's the thing: the studio came to me. They said I need a couple more gaped assholes. I said, I got you, boss. Boys, bring it in. And they fucking.
They said, you know what this cowboy drama could really use? A sex scene in a tent. And I said, I got 4.
Here's what I need. You get real stiff. We're gonna he's gonna come in from a hard day's work. He's gonna rest his cowboy out right on your cock. That's what
yeah. He's gonna throw his head across the room. It's gonna land on your penis like a coat hanger. All right. It's gonna spin around. He's gonna spit. He's gonna stick
spit his shoe in the asshole, and it's still gonna go.
Yeah. He's gonna put an entire can of beans in your boy pussy. And this is what. It's a beautiful
pussy
vision.
on the end of your tongue, which is a weird sentence to say, but I watched you wanted to get it out. You're like, come on, boy.
Come on, let me get boy pussy.
You were jabbing with boy pussy. You're like shadow box.
Let me get a little boy pussy in there, huh?
Although you look lost.
What?
I'm tired of watching you look lost on this
Honestly,
podcast.
no. Here's what happened.
Here's what happened. You sound like a stepdad explaining why Disneyland didn't work out.
We were like, Andrew started one sentence of the feature weekend, and then we went on a 12-minute crab riff, and I got lost.
Heldo, we're professionals. Shut up. What was your thing you wanted to end the podcast with? What was it?
What about Andrew's thing?
You can see the time as well.
Okay,
right?
okay. Fine. All right, here's what happened. It's fun. It was a Saturday late show, Michael Blackson, right? And every night, the host had been starting a show with a Twerk Off. And he would pick probably the 2 baddest bitches in the front audience that he wanted to fuck, and he'd bring them up and they'd twerk off. Saturday late show.
This is a fun way.
Sorry, I was flirting with Tristan.
Aldo.
Yeah, I was so confused.
Aldo, I like the way that you phrased that as if you made the flyer. You're like, the 2 baddest bitches in the front row, they wanted to fuck. So, they came up, threw their shit back. Like,
So,
dude, imagine following a twerk competition.
No, I know. No.
So anyway, my mom's in the car.
Trust me.
Probably where all those big ass bitches are at right now.
So that's exactly what the story's about. We had a Saturday late show. He brings on 2 girls, right? And he's like, all right, hit it. DJ starts playing fucking WAP. First girl pulls her dress up. She's wearing no panties. She's airing her pussy out to like 400 people. And then she jumps into the air.
What is this? I mean, a fucking fish market?
She jumps into the air.
That's
and
why
lands.
it's Hata. Sebastian Trail. And I'm a crab. Where is your pussy?
It smells like cod. Where is my beer? The open neck sucks.
So she jumps into the air, and she lands in a twerking split. And she's like thumping her ass on the stage, and I'm in the front row the whole time because I was serving, bro.
She's just snail trailing.
Yeah, dude, and I'm in the front row, and I am fucking lacking, bro. I'm staring because it's like the second vagina I've ever seen, and I'm like drooling on somebody's nachos, bro. And I'm like looking at my tables. I'm like, bro, are you guys seeing this? Right?
Dude, that's like going from solitary confinement to the Grand Canyon. That's too much all too quick.
And she went first. That was the worst part. Like, the other girl had to follow it. So, like, if she didn't fuck the comedian, it was over. So the second
crying.
girl...
You're crying.
Dude, this is why I want to end on this.
Just the way it's like I'm fucking drooling into someone's nachos.
Dude. So She was the first girl. The second girl was a white.
The second
skinny
girl literally has to pull down her pants and take a shit.
That's
the only.
Literally did a helicopter on the top of the
but-
mics.
The
No,
other
you need to
girl,
break
she has to
dance
pull off
in
her
your own
pants and have a
shit.
dick. That's the only
Yeah.
step up.
the second
You
girl.
need to get completely naked and break dance in your own shit
And it
in
gives
order for
the
you to
crowd
win.
gives a Jerry Springer reaction to when someone's not the father. It's like,
Oh, dude. So they all lost it for the first girl, but the second girl was like a skinny white chick, and the first girl was like a busty black chick. So I could have seen who was gonna win. And the second girl has to start going, hitting like the hardest lower back pumping of all time, and it's a black crowd. So they're not having it either. So they're all screaming at her the whole time, like, "Oh hell nah! What is that?"
hey, yo, get this motherfucking snow bunny off the stage. Bro, just really getting after it.
Yeah, and then the second feature came out and talked about his job. So that was about. And then, dude, the show never got that good for the rest of the night. That was the best.
After all the niggas in the crowd were like, yo, get Molly Stars off stage, B. And then some nigga just came out and was like, anyway, at my 9 to 5, you're like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
It's
Like,
crazy that the chick who like left pussy imprints, like they just had to stop quick on the car, had to just
Yeah.
go back and sit in her seat.
Dude,
They're literally so
It's
close to the
crazy
Sun
that-
Stadium, they had to borrow the niggas that come wipe the court to come clean the
Yeah,
stage.
God damn it.
Just the guy ran out.
Damn it, I was gonna say that tag.
Cleaning the stage. Yeah, Aldo, well, shut up. I got this.
I already wrote that bit. That's a Daniel Mencius moment. Well, it's not a bit, it's a true story, but I had that tag.
I hate this guy just across the board.
I'm upset.
You wrote it already?
I
You-
wrote it, but
you
I-
wrote a guy from the Phoenix Suns Footprint Arena.
Yeah.
It's so close to Stand Up Live. He comes over and wipes pussy juice off the stage.
Yeah.
Word for word.
Well, I didn't say the
Okay,
arena
well,
part. I
you
said,
started your sentence with well, so
I
shut.
said the
And
NBA guys
I'm gonna
came.
give him I'm gonna give you a Daniel and Aldo excuse. It's different enough. I rewrote it already.
Yeah, bro, I'm sending a business Snapchat. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not a Felipe Esparza. I wrote it differently, even though it's kind of the same still. Ah.
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
gonna run it because comedic, similar thinking.
Yeah, the other side of a quarter is different, even though it's still the same quarter. So
It's just the tail side, which is gay. I.e., I rest my point.
yeah.
Don't get up and reset the camera while I'm trying to make you look bad. All right, go ahead.
No, but to close it out, dude. One more thing. Talking about just weird shit happening at shows this weekend on the Sunday show. A lady easily in her early 80s got blackout drunk at golf and then projectile vomited at the stage in the front row.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have my phone this week, but and I literally texted him and I was like, Andrew, how did the shows end? And he was like, it's for the podcast. It went south immediately. Or he said
It went
something-
south so
Yeah,
quickly.
you were like, it didn't go well almost from the jump.
Tony was on stage and he was like doing pretty well, and then Zayd was doing the guest spot, and just immediately he was like, he's noticed her and he was about to start talking shit, and then he realized that there's throw up on the tables and in front of him, and he's like,
How many people were there?
It was about like 80, 90 people.
Wow. Okay. Decent
Sunday
amount.
show?
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
So, like,
that's pretty bold. That's honestly kind of cool to notice after you vomited, just for someone to be like, look over and just be like, look what I've done.
No, but the thing is that
Your
but
turn.
the thing is that she was still so drunk that she tried to wipe it away like nobody's gonna fucking
I was
notice.
gonna
Yeah.
say that
No
was.
one's gonna notice.
I said my piece, and you.
I was gonna say that was the wild part to me. Is Andrew said there was throw up on the table and the floor, and she was still there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And even, like, I'm not leaving.
Even after they're like, you can go home. Like you kind of need to go. And she's like, I'll just sit in the back of the room. She just sat like 2 tables away.
That's an old person mentality. A drunk old person be like, honey, I only got so many dollars to spend on this earth.
And the thing is that
Yeah.
apparently they met like a few people while golfing, and so they came to the show with them. And immediately were like, hey, I don't know this lady anymore, even though we were sitting together with her like 10 minutes ago, but she threw up and I'm going to leave.
Yeah, it's old people in North Scottsdale. Do you know how they came to that show? They were supposed to fuck that said old lady, and then she threw up everywhere. And he goes, I don't know that old bitch. Someone's grandma is over here wilding, bro.
Dude, just ditching people is so fun.
I kind of have a joke about it, but I've done it in real life to my family before. It's funny. When I was like a teenager and you're at that age where it's like, you're just getting embarrassed by your parents breathing. You're just like, ugh, Mom.
Look at those crazy white people.
I would be. It's a joke, but I would be in like the mall. There was a specific time when I was probably like 15, where like they were just being embarrassing, and I literally just without saying a word to anyone like slid a distance away, and in my head was like, no one in this mall will think I'm with them. There's enough space that they'll be like, would you look at these crazy fucking white people? In no world will they be like, yes, this black kid with the tight fade is with them. At all.
With this Hey Arnold cut is with them.
No way the kid in the Spider-Man t-shirt that's too tight is with them.
Dude, like, it's so funny just watching, like, Peter at the stand be like, there'll be chicks, like, coming out from the show who will be like, hey, we're gonna stay here and, like, hang out. Totally, let's go to the bar and get a drink. And then Peter will be like, I'll be right there. And then just turn around, he's like, you want to go down the street? And then we just watch as they... like sit there and just wait, and they'll be like looking, and then like look a little bit harder because the stand just has glass front doors, so you can see through the smoking area. And now you'll be like standing at an angle where they can't see you, just looking for you. And we're like, we're gonna wait 30 minutes and then come back, so they're gone.
That's a sitcom, damn me. That's two bad looking motherfuckers walking around New York City. Attracting you and Peter. You guys definitely don't look like you're walking to the same casting audition.
Yeah, just a dude with little ears pulling bitches. Exactly.
Me and Peter look actually kind of similar. We've been telling people that we're cousins, and a lot of people believe.
And nobody questions a second thought.
I'd be like, oh, no one in your family uses a brush. That makes a lot more sense.
Speaking of, man, no. Oh, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up on this.
Jeez, fucking buzzkill.
This is a silly thing. I'm almost borderline not telling this because it's funny, and she's right here, next to me.
What?
But
I want to hear it.
do you just like sometimes just say like bullshit lies to Taylor? Like just for fun, just to know that like it's I was thinking about it, like calling it an information prank where you give them the wrong information just as a prank just to have in their head. Like we were watching John Wick the other night and I was watching it with Haley and she's like, I was like, do you know that Post Malone is one of the producers in this movie? And she's like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, it goes by like, he doesn't go by his full like Post Malone because that's corny, but it's like his name in there. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And she's laughing right now because she just realized that's a lie. And Post Malone didn't make John Wick.
Daniel knows a thing or two.
I've been holding that back for so long. I didn't want to tell you that Post Malone didn't produce John Wick, but we're gonna go see John Wick 4, and I didn't want her to wait in the credits. Be like, did Post Malone make this one too?
Can you explain to me?
Dramatic.
Can you explain to me her field of interest to where in any world she could be like, oh yeah. That'd be like, dude, Hugh Jackman did 12 Years a Slave. No way. That's fucking what? Like I know. College educated, master's educated, great job. Dumber than hell. What the fuck?
But it's like a thing that like you can't really tell. It's like no one can really. What if Post Malone did like John Wick, so he decided to throw money at the second one? He could be a producer for John Wick.
No. Because if you told me some shit, that's some. Maybe I'm just a skeptic in general, or like a
dude. I could
don't
get
believe
you
niggas.
so easy. I could tell you lies so easily, and you'd believe them.
Yeah, you have. I'll be here on time. No, I didn't kill a six-pack before this. Oh, me and my girlfriend take mushrooms before the podcast, which is omitting the truth, which is the same
We're
as
not
a
technically
lie.
living together. I know it's been a week, but it's not technically living together. I just sleep there 5 out of 7 days.
I never said I didn't live with her. I was very upfront with that I'm squatting with this woman.
I don't understand your sexual appeal. All right, we're done. Don't turn your shit off because we got to plug the Patreon. We love you guys, dude. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Wherever Aldo's at, he's taking a shit. He's taking a shit. For sure. Yeah,
He's taking a shit?
Toodaloo,
Type of
motherfuckers.